Oh yeah, just jumping back to artwork for a minute. What's your view on AI artwork? Where do you stand on
Me as a person,
that?
I personally think that it's incredibly valuable. I
Mhm.
know that filmmakers have a complicated relationship with it. I know creatives have a complicated relationship with AI. I know Relay is really focused on human curation as well in it. Uh, but just as a sidebar, the data that I've seen, and I think the progress that AI tools have made is been so material that being able to you talked about going and getting that perfect photo on
Mm.
set, right? Let's just say a particular actor's arm or shoulder is up too high in order to do the thing, right? To me, what's the material difference between using Photoshop to try to modify that arm to get that perfect look that you want versus using AI, especially some of these more editing style AIs, kind of like Nano Banana and things of that nature. I don't think personally the difference is too high as long as you're telling the right visual story. And when I go back to giving the filmmaker the ability to deliver the best artwork, and then knowing the results are again a slight improvement is not a slight improvement in watch time. It's we're talking thousands of percent, 30x. I've seen it upwards of 50x. That you if you sort of have a philosophical belief that I don't want to use AI image generation because X, Y, and Z, that's fine. But I think every filmmaker needs to know when they say that, they're also saying, I'm not interested in a 30x improvement in watch time and revenue. And I just think there's obviously a delicate balance between art and business, but 30x is that's a big number. That's a big number.
Yeah, yeah, that's a tough one. I guess my relationship with AI, it kind of changes, and I think because I've recently shot a short, and I've thought about using AI to enhance shots and improve
Yes.
shots. And I guess that's where you're coming from with the poster, which I think I'm cool with. I think if you've got something existing, you're essentially just using a souped up version of Photoshop to kind of make it better. I think when you go, oh, do me a poster with a dinosaur on and a man running away from it with blonde hair, and it's not your film, and at the moment you can kind of tell it's an AI poster. I think that would probably potentially turn people off. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's a funny sort of area we're in at the moment where we're kind of not one or the other.
I think the hardest part to really do is how to test that well. And I think
Mm.
one of the benefits of YouTube, for again, YouTube has I know filmmakers have a conflicting opinion, but one thing YouTube does so well is they in their A/B testing of thumbnails, which in this case, given movies, would be artwork. I guess, and that even applies to trailers and things of that nature, sneak peeks as well. One of the things they do though is they combine the click through rate, the CTR, with the watch time, right? And so, what I think so cool about that hybrid metric is that as a filmmaker now, you're saying, okay, so let's just say you did the dinosaur one, and your film, it looks nothing like that CGI publication. So people are clicking on it, they're watching for 10 seconds, and they're leaving. YouTube will penalize that
Mm.
variant for you in a good way of saying like, hey, that's kind of clickbaity, and so we actually don't want to surface that. But if you're able to drive the click through rate and get that taste, and people are like, actually, this is a great film, and maybe that artwork wasn't exactly aligned, and now I go like that, and now you have an opportunity to grow. I do think on every other platform, and it's something I'd certainly would love to experiment and go really deep with Relay. I mean, on a personal level, it would just be really exciting for Relay to say, okay, YouTube offers, 3 thumbnails, testing the
Mm.
original and the 2 variants. What if we did 10? Like what does that look
Oh
like, right?
god, that's
How can
10
we
posters
keep
I've got to make. I don't want to do 10. I'll give you
how
three.
how do we but what if that taught you the right artwork that
Mm.
Relay helped you learn that was the thing to go then distribute on every other streaming platform that
Yeah,
then gave you the 30x result on all the other streaming platforms.
yeah.
Like that to me is the ecosystem that I get really excited about, at least on the artwork front. But yeah, I could talk artwork for days, so
Yeah.
I'll stop.
Cool. Okay.